Amongst all the watch brands from Japan, Grand Seiko continues to be one of the most highly regarded. As a subsidiary of Seiko, it is known for producing higher-end luxury dress watches that perfectly incorporate distinctive Japanese artistry and craftsmanship. Out of Grand Seiko's offerings, one model that truly epitomizes its sophistication and expertise is the popular Grand Seiko SBGA211. Introduced in 2010, the Grand Seiko SBGA211 is also commonly known as the Grand Seiko Snowflake for its so-called snowflake dial. It is one of those watches that you have to look at carefully to truly appreciate. Indeed, observing the full beauty of this iconic watch takes time, as it has a lot of subtle tricks up its sleeve. While it bears the most iconic design that Grand Seiko has ever developed, the Grand Seiko SBGA211 offers so much more than just aesthetics too. Inside, it houses a piece of state-of-the-art technology that will leave every watch enthusiast drooling. Right off the bat, one of the most defining characteristics of the Grand Seiko SBGA211 is its dial. From afar, people might brush it off as a regular white dial, but don't let that fool you. A closer look at the dial reveals that it wonderfully encapsulates the watch's winter motif by mimicking the texture of freshly fallen snow. Indeed, this is a unique dial finish that you simply cannot find anywhere else, executed with delicate care by expert Grand Seiko craftsmen. This dial is achieved by first stamping the pattern onto a blank dial. After that, the Grand Seiko craftsmen add multiple layers of coating. This is what creates the soft, translucent look of the finished dial. This dial also follows a very simple and minimalistic layout that you can read with just a glance. It comprises beveled dauphine hands and a compact date aperture outlined in silver for greater contrast against the snowy white dial. Silver hour indices in varying sizes are also used to mark the hour intervals on the Grand Seiko SBGA211. The applique hands and indices of this dial are cut using diamond edge rotary cutting equipment. This is done manually by a technician who painstakingly ensures that the surface of each hand and index reflects light in a satisfying way. While this seems minor, this effective use of light and refraction is precisely why it is so pleasing to observe the Grand Seiko SBGA211 as light hits it from different angles. Another exquisite element of the Grand Seiko SBGA211's dial is its power reserve indicator. This power reserve display takes the shape of a Japanese hand fan as a visual tribute to the watch's Japanese heritage. While the Grand Seiko SBGA211 is best known for its lovely snowflake dial, there is more to this watch than just its face. It is housed in a 41mm case and bracelet, both made of high-intensity titanium. Compared to normal titanium, high-intensity titanium has increased resistance to corrosion and scratches. It also shares its lightweight and hypoallergenic properties, so those who are allergic to nickel or other metals will have nothing to fear from the Grand Seiko SBGA211. The case and bracelet have also been treated with expert Zaratsu polishing. Unique to the Grand Seiko brand, the Zaratsu polishing technique provides a watch's exterior with crisp case lines and a clean, almost mirror-like reflection with no visual distortions. This gives the Grand Seiko SBGA211 an unparalleled luster. The inside of the Grand Seiko SBGA211 is just as impressive as its exterior. If there is one other thing that defines this watch other than its snowflake dial, is its spring dive caliber 9R65. Conceived in the 1970s, the spring dive movement was first launched in 1997. It was presented as the absolute peak of watchmaking technology. The spring drive movement is not just a regular mechanical caliber. Instead of using the standard escape wheel, lever, and balance, this caliber is driven by a tri-synchro regulator. This unique regulating system uses a combination of magnetic, mechanical, and electric components to keep the watch running. As a result of this innovative regulating system, the spring drive caliber 9R65 works more efficiently than your regular mechanical movement, giving it an impressive 72-hour power supply. In addition, it has an outstanding accuracy rating of ±1 second per day, which is unprecedented for a movement that uses a mechanical mainspring. The Grand Seiko Snowflake SBGA211 is a watch that simply excels in every aspect. Aesthetically, this watch truly encapsulates the Japanese sense of beauty, especially with its subtle yet gorgeous snowflake dial. It also manages to incorporate the best that watchmaking technology has to offer, with its top-notch spring drive movement. With the Grand Seiko SBGA211, you get the best of every world. You can find links to the watches we featured in this video in the description below. And do let us know if there are specific models you would like to see us review in the comments below. If you enjoy our video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.